And we're live. Hey, thanks everybody for coming out here. It's Thursday night. Thursday night with your always great They Gone. It's They Gone Sargent time. You once again you can always find on They Gone 238 on Twitters, and then if you're on the always on the chat, you can always find the chat below there or where on whatever sides you're on. Hey, it doesn't matter what sides you're on because it's Sargent's time. So I'm just gonna sit up, Mr. Will here. Nick Rat. Remember he's the forgotten son of Grand Moff Tarkin. So they made him a speeder bike soldier. He's been having some adventures. I know I've been checking out my Twitter later. Nick Rack's having some adventures. He's got some revenge on the getting some revenge on the Emperor today. So a lot of crazy stuff been happening to me. But like I said, we're going to keep it light. It's all about mellow yellow. The theme tonight is about turtling up. What does that mean? What does Sergeant Curtis mean? I mean, Sergeant They Got mean by turtling up. Well, I'll get to it. So once again, as always, the format of this show, we're going to do some safety briefing, some military experience. We'll do some They Gone sharing, and then some Q&A at the end, and then we'll wrap it up and say goodnight. So here we go. Once again, we got Neil Rick checking out the stream, and if you're on the stream here and you stream below, kick me out some good vibes and let me know you're here. Shout me out. And if you're catching on the replay, let me know what's going on too, and give me some ideas for some shows. But this is not really a review show. As always, this is kind of talking and just living life show. So here we go. So as always is hip pocket training from the safety brief from the hip. So as always, we're gonna go swimming. Swim with a buddy. And if you are going to go swimming and you're out in the rain, make sure you don't hide under a tree because that lightning is going to get you there. And also, if you're going to go out drinking, don't you be driving. And also because it's the paid tax ride is cheaper than the other ride home. So, and if you are the designated driver, that's all you're doing. You're not eating nothing, smoking nothing, or drinking nothing. You're there for the ride. You're driving everybody around. They're going to give you some gas money at the end of the night. It's going to be a good time. And then of course, if you're out there, you are taking a cab like you should be, you're taking that cab out there. Make sure you got the extra money in your sock or your boot to get you home. Something happens. Also, if you got to call in, make sure you use your chain of command. You're using your section sergeants, your fire team leaders, your squad team leaders. If you got to, you're going to use your CQ desks. And if you're going to use those CQ desks as the last result, make sure you're getting them something to eat because they're going to be hungry. So there you go. So that's pretty much safe bringing on. As always, hey, be light out there. Bring light and goodness to the world. As Christ says, I'm going to put it in there. You don't hide your candle under a bowl. You show it for the world to see. And all those who are hiding their candle under a bowl, they got something else to hide. So, like I said, we need you back out there. No judgment. We need you back out there. You're important to somebody. Be a hero. Be your own hero, or because you never know when your hero is somebody else. We need you back. So there you go. That's the safety briefing for this Thursday, March. Hey, as always, it's getting to be that close to maybe March 15th. Beware the Ides of March. I've been doing a lot of mad hair stuff. As you can see, this is not quite a hair, but this is a little draw scratchy. I can see I'll lower it a little bit. Maybe we're going to get a crotch shot here. That's the little draw scratchy shirt. I'm going yellow. Operation Mellow Yellow is in full effect. If you don't know what that is, you got to check out last week's show because I talk about it a little bit and I've been Twittering about it. But if you don't know what it is, as always, you can always DM me on the Twitters. I'm They Gone 238 on the Twitters and always here on the YouTubes. Make sure those comments below. And if you like my stuff, comment and share it. If you don't like it, whatever. I don't care. I'm just here for the fun. So, all right. So talk about that. I'm going to get a little drink here. We're going to do some little Sergeant time about turtling up. I'm going to go turtling up. And then after that, we're going to share some stuff I got in. That's actually the main thing. Everybody should be excited about this. And then we're going to do some answering question time. Or if not, we'll just wrap it up for tonight. All right, here we go. All right, so need my drink. If, once again, you're in the chat below, make some comments. Shout me out. Know you're here. If you're not here, that's cool. We're about almost 4 minutes in. All right. All right. So turtling up. What do I mean by turtling up? When you think about turtling up, think about the Tostito. That's a chip. But the tortito. Anyway, I'm going to say the Roman formation where they would have their shields all together and they'd form a turtle. I can't say it because I can't. Hey Joe, you know what he's saying? Yeah. All right. Hey, about you, Nick? Right? Can you say it? No, I can't. No, I can't. They go on. I can't say nothing. They're kind of muzzled, All right, that's fair enough. All right, so anyway, let's like turtling up. So when you're in the military, what I'm going to equate that to is holding your military bearing. In all situations in life, even if you're not in the military, there's this thing called military bearing. And what that military bearing is, in any stressful situation, you don't know what's going on. This is anywhere from your boss is yelling at you to dealing with a the cable company or something. You might be getting hopped up and mad and stuff and get angry, but you got to keep that military bearing and you got to turtle up. And what I mean by that is one of the positions that you can take it's always a great position because it shows that you're not showing any kind of I'm going to move Mr. Nick Rat here over so I can demonstrate the proper turtling up, or what I would call parade rest. This is often used in discipline situations, and for me, I use it as I'm taking a timeout. If you're going to get aggressive with me, it's going to be you who are aggressive because I'm turtling up. I'm in the parade rest situation. So here we go. So whenever you need a timeout, especially if you guys are out there and you're in sexual situations and you think you have a temper or something, like I said, go get that professional help. But this is what I use when I'm getting all anxious and stuff. So here we go. Oh, I can see me all right. So let's say I'm talking to a guy and he's getting all mad at me because I cut him off in traffic or I took his parking space or he's just angry. And well, hey, I'm all nervous and I'm getting angry too. Once again, if you need professional help, go get that professional help. These are just kind of things I'm doing. So what I do is I'll go, hey, I'm going to turtle up real quick and I'm going to go ahead and go to parade rest. So I'll put my hands behind my back. My knees are about length weight, so I'm ready to go. I always hit in almost a sports stance, like I'm ready to go, like ready to jump off something. Here we go. Then I put my arms behind my back like this, and I cross them behind my back like that. See how it's crossed like that? Behind my back like that, and you stand there, and you're turtled up. Because what's going to happen here is whoever is in your face or yelling at you, if they hit you or they do anything to you, you had no control of the situation. Your hands, you are turtled up like a turtle, like you have your shell on. There's nothing, whether they're going to say anything they're going to say to you, you just nod your head and you look straight at them. You're turtled up, you're calmed down, you're thinking of whatever you're going to think of to calm yourself down. Think of that hot G.I. Joe you're looking for to get. Let's say someone's stealing your G.I. Joe at the store. Well, I tell you what, that argument happens and you're upset. You take that time out and you turtle up and you're ready to go. So that's turtle up. Keep that military bearing. That means you understand who you are and what your area is and what your environment is. You have an area situation and you understand that you cannot get hyped up and you cannot let your emotions. I'm getting hyped up. So what I'll do is I'll take my 4 seconds, just like jumping out of an airplane, and calm myself down. See? There. See how I've calmed myself down now? Because I took those 4 seconds. I decided to turtle up for a second. Just bring it all in for a second. Just calm yourself down. So like I said, that's that military bearing, turtling yourself up. So once again, that's kind of my sergeant's time, little extra life stuff. We're about the 7-minute mark. We're hitting this one quick. Obviously, if you're out in the chat or if you're watching this on the replay, hook me up. Give me a lot of those likes and shares and everything like that. This is all positive today. I'm a positive guy. It's all about Operation Metal Yellow. Once again, if you're seeing that the hashtag Metal Yellow, you know I'm being positive. If you don't see it, I might not be so positive, but hey, I'm changing. We're all good people. So here we are. I'm gonna take a drink here, and then we got a lot of stuff to share. Oh crikey! If I was from down under like them G.I. Joe boys, I'll be all in diggity side. You know what? Positive Metal Yellow action. So I'm gonna drink, and then we're gonna start sharing some stuff. It's a lot of cool stuff. It's gonna start off slowly, and also I got my little friend. Yeah, we got to get Will back and play. Hey, Justin. Hey, there you going. What's that? Nick? Well, you kind of forgot me. Oh, I'm sorry, Will. I called you Will instead of Nick Rat. No, you're Nick Rat. I can call you by your last name is Nick because you're kind of a quasi-service. Well, I don't want to talk about that. What do you mean you don't want to talk about it? Well, I don't want to talk about it. Well, then you quiet and talk about that. And I'll get a drink. And like I said, once again, if you want to talk about it, why don't you go hook me up with it on the Twitters. Once again, that's Dagon238. You can hook me up there and then also in the chat here. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna get a drink and then we're gonna share some cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff today. Once again, the theme is turtle up, and so it's funny. Here we go. All right. So one of the first things, if you notice, I was joking around with, I think you're Black Baroness 24 or something. She's new to Twitter, but I guess she might be big on Instagram, and she got huge on Twitter real quick. That's congrats to her. She does a lot of cool how do you say like if you ever see a lot of the pictures I do, Some of them have been kind of funny combat lately, but they're like normal scenes, everyday scenes. She did one for Women's Day yesterday, and I kind of stepped on accidentally. Yeah, they gone. That's what I do. I don't know what day it is. Do you know what day it is? It's Thursday. It's time for Sargent. That's what day it is. No, I'm joking. But she did. It was all the GI Joe, some GI Joe characters and some Marvel characters, and all the females and stuff. It was very cute. You know, like I don't mean cute as in like any kind of condescension way. I mean as in cute as like it's touching. It's sweet because it's like you don't. I love seeing our superheroes and our depiction of our things in that simple or everyday manner because it's to me that it's just it brings human makes them more human. And it's like, well, I can be a superhero too if they're more human. If they got chums they can hang out with or something. Anyway, that's crazy. But anyway, we were talking. She posted some turtle stuff, and I was like, oh man, I always like Leonardo's always my favorite. And so I was out in Walmart and I was finally good, and I actually didn't buy any toys because I was on the search for GI Joes, didn't really find anything. And I picked up a Leonardo. I'm like, oh man, I want this Leonardo real bad. But I'm like, no, I better be good and not get anything. Because I've been buying tons of stuff lately, if you know me. And but when you see what I'm going to share next, you'll really say. But anyhow, but my life, good thing I have my lovely wife, the love of my world. I tell you guys, hey, just between me, you, and Nick right here, any of you singles guys out there, you find yourself a good woman. I tell you, or good guy, whatever you were into, whatever, and then you take care of them too. Because the more you take care of them, the more take care of you, and it's mutual. It's beautiful. And that's beautiful. Life. Just between me and you. Anyway, I'll get back to it. So I was like, hey, I really want this Leonardo. And then I told my wife about it. She had to go back to return something or do something. And she's like, well, can you give me a Leonardo, please? She said, well, you're spending too much money. And then, anyway, long story short, because my wife is my wife, not just because she gets me things, it just kind of shows me she cares. I can just shut. I try to get her things, but she's real difficult. So I do other things, but we won't get into that. That's enough talking about me wife. Anyway, she got me a Leonardo. Yay! She bought me a Walmart. These are running under I think it was under 13 at Walmart, at least my Walmart, and luckily we're up where I'm at. We don't have sales tax, so it was under 13. I got that whole Leonardo. I'm gonna take him out eventually, but I was really stoked. It's like, Leonardo's my favorite. So that leads into what I got in, I guess, this last week. Last week, I've been taking a lot of pictures with him and stuff. So you've probably seen if you've been following me on the Twitter, like they got 238, and on here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm slipping him in there anyway. But a buddy of mine, he's having some rough times. He just I don't want to get into his business, but he was having some rough times. So I was like, hey, I wanted to just help him out any way I could, but he wasn't going to take it. He was just like, I'm not going to take. I'm like, no, man, dude. But he had some Ninja Turtles when he was a kid, and he's like, oh man, how about this? I'll you give me, I'll take what you're offering me, and you can have my Ninja Turtles. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sell these. They're gonna be with me. You want them back anytime? And he was gonna give me I offered him one amount. And because I was kind of worried, because with your wife, you got to share these things. With my wife, I'll get personal. With my wife, anything over $40, if I spend anything over, not that $40 is astronomical, but out of respect, with my wife, I ask her, and she asks me, but it's not like we ask it. It's more like, hey, sweetheart, I'm going to do X. And then you go, okay, that's fine. It's not, you don't do it once again for permission. It's more of a, hey, I'm acknowledging your importance. And I know it's silly, but I think it's important to do that with people, even with normal people. Just acknowledge people's importance. And you're not asking their opinion as in like a permission. It's more like, hey, I know this is amount of money. Yeah, that's something that we'll see in the chat coming out. But hey, this is what's going on, and that's what's great about her. And lots of times she's right. Once again, I always say, every single time we fight, in her eyes, I'm wrong, but in my right eyes, it's all right. And like I said, she's essentially right. She's the best. Oh, look at that! Remind me to stop get my updates off my phone. I feel rude now doing that in the middle of this talk. Anyway, I need to get to it. I'm already at 14 minutes. I'm already halfway done. Oh no! Gotta hurry! No, I need to slow down. Let's do the slow down technique, and let's go like we're doing a jump. All right, so I'm so down again. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of stuff in from him. He's a great guy, so I'm going to share them once again. Ninja Turtle stuff. This one right here he said this one was very special to me, so I will treat it with all the it's reverence that it needs. This is his original Oh no, I'm forgetting his name. Michelangelo. He has both of his nunchucks on there as his personal magic. He said he really when he was one of the ones he really cherished, and so for me, I'm going to obviously cherish it too. I was never a big Michelangelo fan. Don't get me wrong, Cowabunga and Michelangelo and like craziness, but to me, I've always been like Leonardo, the leader, the serious one. But like I said, that's awesome. That he's like almost he entrusts me with it because he saw we were hanging out because I was having a rough day, and he decided to just answer the door. I called him and I drove to his house where he lives. He doesn't live that far away from me, so I just drove to his house, dude. And I was just like, oh come on, answer the phone. And then I couldn't get a hold of him, so I called his brother because me and his brother are good friends too. He was like, hey, do you know where Brian's at? I'm trying to get a hold of him. He's like, oh I don't know, but he lives next door to his stepdad. His stepdad's like his dad. He's a really great guy. And oh, can you give me his number? I'll try to call him. And so I tried to call him and couldn't get a hold of him. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll just kind of hang out for a while. It's like I walked up where I thought his apartment was because he lived in these really cool duplexes. I'm like, hey, Brian, and then he was out in the backyard. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, my phone was inside the house. And it was awesome. But he treated me to a really cool day. We did like anything I wanted to do. Obviously, I'm a considerate person. I'm going to ask him what he wants to do too, but. He's a great guy, and he was one of my friends before I joined the military when I was in high school when I worked at a place where doing cooking food for elderly people and stuff. He's always been like I said he like nothing against people that don't go to college or nothing, but he's not the college type. That wasn't his life, but like I said, there's nothing but good in him, and I see the good in him. He's always saw the good in me, so he's like my brother. So, but that's why I got these from. Like his favorite, like once again, was Michelangelo. So I'll go through these a little bit quicker because we're at the 16-minute mark. But once again, we're having a good time. If you're watching this on the pre-play, once again, shout it out. Give me some comments. Give me some ideas from some shows, and we'll go from there. So I'm not going to name these guys, and I have all the accessories for him. I just don't want. He had them all, but I don't want to put them on because I'm lazy. Anyway, so here's the bug guy. I think he ends up turning himself into a bug or into a fly. He has all the wings and stuff. I should get that out if I do it, but it's really cool. I have that one. And then this guy, the lizard. I don't know the names of any of these guys except for the main characters. Little lizard guy. This guy came with a really cool skateboard. This is really showing up really good. I'll go like this, and it's really cool. So if you guys know the names of these, shout them out in the chat below, or I'll ask on Twitter or whatever. Cool. And there's that guy, and then of course this dinosaur guy. He was a little broken. If you guys know how to fix these, or if there's a way, I think his joint got broken in there, but he still stands, and so he's still really good for display. So it's not so bad. So that's really cool. And he has all of his stuff too. And then of course he has a regular foot soldier from the turtle foot from the Shredder's foot. That's really cool to have one of these guys. I like these guys. It just reminds me of the Power Ranger Zoids. Was they Zoids or Goons or whatever they were? They were clay. I always thought these kind of looked like those too. So. Then of course I can't remember this Rocksteady or Bebop. It's one of them. It's a rhinoceros. This another shout out for a really cool show. Ranger Up used to do a cartoon show with animals, and one of the animals a rhinoceros, and he's supposed to be the army. It's a really funny show. If you have a chance, check out Ranger Up, and I think it's something few. It's a funny show. They stopped making the show because they ran out of ideas and they got to do something else. Now they just do a mostly new show, but it's a great stuff. Check them out. They're really good people. So the rhinoceros guy. All right. And then of course he had rap. Oh no, Nick Rat, no, you had to fail. You failed there, buddy. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, and then of course he has Raphael too. Raphael was never my favorite. I never really liked Raphael. That was my play. He's pretty cool. All right. Then he has this frog guy. He came with a fly swatter or something like that. And I don't know if he had anything else, but he's really cool. Little frog guy. I think he looks more like a toad than a frog to me, like a horned toad, like the TCU or something. For the sports fans that might be watching this, I don't think I do, but whatever. Whoever happens to run into it, I made that comment. So there you go. There's a whole nother tray. He has both the plastic trays with this case. I'll show you the case afterwards. It's crazy. I know I'm on 18 minutes. Oh no! Hey, but like I said, we don't have really any chats. We're gonna have any questions and answers, which is fine. But if you guys do have questions, let me know. I'll post them in the chat whenever you want to, DM me, wherever. I did have a guy ask me questions about stuff, but what's going on with me right now, I don't really want to talk about that kind of stuff, so we'll just leave it at that. He has the Rat King or Rat guy, but this guy has all of his equipment. Oh, this is so cool. I remember this guy from the cartoon. I can't remember his name, but I remember the cartoon very vividly. There we go. It's really cool. The light's not very good. Oh, you guys should see this sunset out. It's beautiful. But we're doing my show, and we're about 10 minutes left. So here we go. The Rat King is really cool. If you guys know the names of these, let me know. Then I got another bug guy. Like I said, I'm not selling any of these. I know I got an extra one. Usually I get rid of my doubles. So I'm not a doubles guy or a army builder or anything like that. I don't know if do people army build Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I have no idea about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't have them as a kid. I always thought they were cool. I know a lot of people really think they're cool, and I get it. I'm trying to find the wings, but I'm not finding them right now, which is cool. There's some. They're probably downstairs because I was doing a lot of photography with them. Anyway, so there's that bug guy again. So I gotta go. Quick. No, I need. All right, just calm down. 4 seconds. All right, we're good. All right, and then I got another Ninja Turtle. I don't. He had his belt. I'm not sure. I think this is another Raphael, maybe. I can't. My eyes are getting bad. Yeah, it's red, so it's Raphael. So there's another Raphael. It's really cool. I think it's a different year because the grimace is different. So there's that one. Oh, another cool thing you'll see I'll be using here pretty soon. He had the Krang little robot suit. He's probably missing some stuff, which is fine. I don't care. This is cool stuff. I'm gonna keep this stuff forever. It means so much to me, and it means something to me that he was willing to come to me and he was going through his stuff. That's friendship. And like I said, I was willing just to, here you go, dude. Whatever. But he's like, hey, he saw my collection of Joe's, my collection of stuff. I told him, hey, it's a mess right now. But he knew I took importance and stuff for this, and he knew I'd take care of it. That meant something to me. So and instead of him sending to some strangers going to try to cutthroat him, I was like, hey, dude, what do you need? And they told me a mountain, and then I was driving. It was really sweet. I'll let me finish. I'm sorry. It's really sweet. I was driving home and I was like, oh no, I better tell my wife I just gave my buddy all this money for these Ninja Turtles. I have no idea what any kind of value are or whatever they are. And I was just like, hey, sweetheart, Brian, sorry to use his name, but my buddy, he's having a hard time. He's always been a good friend to me. You know him. We went to his wedding. I was in his wedding party. He's a really great guy. Anyway, I roomed with him for a while too. Anyway, I told her, I was like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, okay, what is it? And I said, oh, it's a whole bunch of Ninja Turtles. He's like, what? And it's like the one I just got you? Like, no, they're like the original ones, and they have all this stuff, like the G.I. Joes I kind of collect. She's like, really? Okay, hey, if you're having any wives out there, or if you're a husband out there and it's the same, whatever. Anyway, I gotta show the box last. But anyway, so I was telling her, I was like, hey, I think these are probably they're worth way more than I gave him for them. And, he just needs help. And, if he wants to buy him back, I'm going to let him buy him back. I love him. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, darn it. Oh, you've seen pictures of it. It's the rabbit one. I vaguely remember the rabbit one. And some guy posted that there's a new NECA of that rabbit one coming out. But he's like a samurai rabbit. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so that's out of, honestly, my friend's one, the Michelangelo he got, that's like, oh, here it is. This one, like I said, this one is my favorite because of that reason, because it was his favorite in that aspect. But if I was just gonna buy them, the rabbit one would probably be my favorite, or I would get a Leonardo or something. But I'd probably get no offense, but I'm just saying, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I got a ding, so I don't know if someone's trying to get hold of me, but I'm doing my show, so it does not matter. Anyway, the box. It came with a cool case too. It has, like I said, once again, I had all these accessories in there, but I just don't want them. I'm lazy. We're all lazy. Right. Well, you'll see his name, but anyway, it's the whole box. His little thing here, you can hear all the stuff clinking around. So here's the whole case. Well, that's crazy. I think the case is. I don't know if the case, but I have no idea. I don't know. I'll have to research it. But anyway, here's the case. It has the cool sides. See, and the shredder. You see him there? There's a little shredder. Really cool. There's a light. Actually, the lights. I need a better light. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the natural light because we're getting to be summertime. So the later we get, the better the light's gonna be because I'm lazy. And here's the back. It's really cool. I don't know. It's really cool. It is really cool. Hey, there's Splinter. And of course, all the boys. Really cool stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much the share end point. Like I said, we'll just recap the show. We did our safety brief. We did a little Sargent time about turtling up. The theme of today's show is about turtling up and being happy. And then make sure you're controlling your conflict. You're controlling yourself. Because whenever you're running into that conflict, the worst thing can happen is you lose that military bearing. You're not turtling up. You're not taking that time to take that breath. You're jumping out without counting to 4 and knowing that chute's going to pair. Because anything in the situation you're going to run to, that chute's going to open up. That if it don't open up, you got a reserve right there. All right, guys. So, and that reserve is reaching out to all your friends and family if you're in a situation. You got that 4 seconds. Give yourself that 4 seconds before you do anything. Life goes by too quickly not to give yourself 4 seconds. Give yourself 4 seconds, breathe, turtle up, and be ready to go. That's like I said. I'm skipping over the question and answer part, but like I said, we're wrapping up. As always, stay safe out there. If you're not stay safe. Keep careful. And we need you back. You're important to somebody. Be your own hero. If you're, because you don't know whose hero you're gonna be, right? And like I said, turtle up tonight. Turtle up. Just give yourself that 4 seconds. Remember, when you jump out of the airplane, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, pop, bam. Okay, you're ready to go. You've released it. You jumped out. Gave yourself all that air surrounding gave yourself those 4 seconds. You're ready to go. You're good to go. So like I said, 4 seconds turtling up. I came up with this all my own, off the top of my head. But hey, when we don't plan stuff out, sometimes magic happens. Once again, Mellow Yellow is the mission. This is my Mellow Yellow shirt, Draw Scratchy. Thanks to you, Oregon Lottery. I got this at if you guys are local in Oregon, there's a team called the Volcanoes. They moved to Eugene now because the Salem where I used to live, they lost a team. Well, anyway, I got the shirt. It was a free shirt because Oregon Lottery. And I don't believe in lottery, but if they're gonna, it's a tax essentially. If you want to play the lotteries, you're just giving tax to the state, whatever. I don't care. You do with whatever your money. Anyway, as always, stay safe out there. If you can't, keep careful, and we need you back. You're important to somebody. Be your own hero because you don't know who you're a hero for. So, all right, we'll see you next time. We're at 26 minutes. Yay, under 30. That's what I'm trying to do. See you guys. Once again, come back. We'll see you next time. Always give a comment out there if you're not sharing. Make sure you're checking out all those other Joe shows on Full Force Podcast. Joe Berger, of course. Cujo. Jag Gary. He didn't show up tonight, but always check out. He's a good guy. He's doing some good stuff. So check out his stuff. Always good stuff going out there. Also. I don't know what Cobra Law is up to, and all these other guys. I'll just go on forever. I just have a list. My credits. That should not. Is that people who support my channel? Because once again, don't support my channel. That's what it's not about. My channel's about talking. I just have a list of, hey, look at all these guys should check out. Look, it's a big list. Anyway, see you next time. As always, follow me on Dagon 238 or on here on the YouTube's on they go. So or 238. Let's check it next time. Always be safe out there. If you can't, keep careful. Need you back. And we're out.